Bronwyn, you brought your mom on the show this season. So reflecting on that experience, what are your thoughts? What are your feelings on that? Do you regret that?
I don't regret it. It wasn't something I set out to do or not do. My mom was my dad's full-time caretaker with his Alzheimer's and dementia and was not doing well, and I thought she was overwhelmed. And I was actually filming our reunion, and I got a phone call from their neighbor that she was very, very ill. And I rushed back out there, and we found out she had a brain tumor. And my mom had had a brain tumor when I was a little girl, and I was with her at a routine mammogram when I was 8, and she stood up off the table and was shaky, and they thought that was weird. And I waited in the hallway while she had an MRI at 8 and at 39, both times she found out she had those brain tumors. And I feel like I was there. She and I don't have a perfect relationship, but it felt like I was the person to step in and take care of both of them. So I was there for her surgery. I moved them in with me, and I was aware I actually wasn't aware what day it ever was throughout that whole process, but I knew cameras were coming, and I kind of said, you need to just be away when we're filming. Obviously, she'd been sick. My dad had been put in memory care recently, but my mom was friendly with the producers. Damn those producers, they get right in there, you know what I mean? They're like 2 minutes in, they're calling her Muzzy like they're one of her grandkids, and I'm like, okay, this is going a bad direction. No, my mom wanted to film. She wanted to be part of what was happening in our house, and I was not shocked by the things that she said. That was not the first time she and I have had that conversation. And I remember thinking, and you know, Todd has a lot of opinions too. Todd was like, I don't think this should be on camera. And it was what was happening. I love my mom. I wanted to be there in that moment to take care of her. It does not erase the fact that we have had a complicated up and down history. It doesn't get in the way of me taking care of her, but it also, I don't forget that those things have happened. And I think one of the reasons I wanted to do the show was to talk about my opinions and use that platform. And I think a lot of us now, maybe in different ways, in different sectors, with politics, with whatever else, we love our family, we accept them for who they are, but we always want them to maybe do better. And my mom wants me to do better in certain things, and there's, you know, some opinions of hers I'd like her to do better on too. Yeah. So I think it's a real conversation in family that you can love somebody and not like a whole hell of a lot about them sometimes also.
Totally.
So, and a better moment with Muzzy is coming.